our session of distance and displacement, speed and velocity, we saw that displacement and velocity are the quantities which have direction. In this session, we discussed linear motion, motion in a line, for which there are only two directions along the line of motion and can be presented along the line as positive or negative. But in case of motion in two-dimension plane like xy plane or in three-dimension like in the space, there are multiple possible directions of motion. So positive or negative sign is no longer enough to indicate the direction. Then how do we represent the direction of quantities like displacement and velocity in the case of 2D or 3D motions? The solution to this problem is vectors. A vector has magnitude, direction, and follow the triangle law of addition. The physical quantities which have magnitude and direction both and follow the triangle law of addition are known as vector quantities. Quantities like displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, torque, etc. are vector quantities. Other quantities that only have magnitude and follows the rules of ordinary algebra for addition, subtraction, multiplication and other algebraic operations are known as scalar quantities. Quantities like mass, length or distance, speed, time and work are scalar quantities. On a broader view, the physical quantities are of two types, the scalar quantity and vector quantities. Scalar quantities represented by their magnitude. Magnitude has two parts. One is a numerical value and a unit of measurement. For example, mass of an object 2 kg. Here 2 is numerical value for the quantity and kilogram is the unit of measure. Another example is length of a rod is 3 meter. 3 is numerical value here and the meter is unit of measurement. Now, as I mentioned, scalar quantities follow the rules of ordinary algebra for addition, subtraction and multiplication. For example, there are 3 objects of mass 3 kg, 4 kg and 500 grams. What is their total mass? It is important to note that in case of a scalar addition or subtraction, quantities should be with same unit of measure. So before adding these quantities, we need to convert all the quantities in kilogram or in grams. So here 2 stuff is in kilogram, third mass of the object is in gram. So here the total mass will be equal to 3 kg plus 4 kg plus 500 gram means it's 500 divided by 1000 kg and this is equal to 7.5 kg. In case of scalars, we just need to know the algebraic operations. On the other hand, a vector quantity is the quantity that has both magnitude and direction and obeys the triangle law of addition. In this example, at any instant of time t, the position of the object is at point P. So line joining O with the P is a position vector of the object. O is the origin or the reference point from where we are locating the position of the object. Here the vector OP is represent the position of point P with respect to O. We present the vector in form of capital letters, okay, like this OP, or we can present this as putting a arrow on head of the vector. Here the O is the tail of the vector, P is the head of the vector, and the magnitude of vector OP is given by the length of this vector. Okay, it's represented by R and it's written by modulus of OP. The direction of vector is given by the direction of P, this is a P, as seen from the O, from the origin point. That is nothing but in the direction of this arrow, along the line or vector OP. Now this direction is also shown by unit vector. Unit vector is a vector in the same direction as the original vector, but has a magnitude of 1. Basically, the unit vector represents the direction. Now let's consider another situation where an object moves from O to P and then P to Q. Now the current position of the object we have to connect with O to Q. OQ is the resultant vector for the object motion from OP to PQ. So here the vector OQ is the result of two vectors, the vector OP and then PQ. So if two vectors are presented by two sides of the triangle OP and PQ in sequence, then the third closing side of the triangle in the opposite direction of the sequence represent the sum or resultant of the two vectors in magnitude and direction as well. This is known as triangle law of vector addition. Now let's see what happens when you multiply a real number with a vector. Multiply with 0. 0 multiply with vector OP gives you 0 vector or null vector. What is this null vector? Null vector is a vector which has 0 magnitude and its direction is undefined. It can take any direction. The practical example of the null vector is an object start moving from origin O, point O, go to P, then Q and come back to original position O. In this case, the displacement of this object is represented by a null vector because the initial and final position of the object is same. So magnitude of this vector is 0. Now let's see what happens if I multiply a vector with real number 1. Here vector AB, and if I multiply it with 1, I will get the same vector AB. If a vector has same magnitude and same direction, it's known as equal vector. So here both these AB are equal vectors. Now let's check what happens if I multiply with -1. So here AB is a vector, and if I multiply AB with -1, it will give me a opposite vector BA. BA is a opposite vector, or you can say the negative vector of AB, where the magnitude of AB and BA are same but directions are opposite to each other. Now let's check if we multiply with real number which is more than 1 and positive. In this case we are multiplying with number 2. So vector AB, if I multiply, I will get a vector CD which has 2 times of vector AB. This 2 times is its magnitude. So vector CD is 2 times in magnitude than vector AB, but the directions of both these vectors are same. If the directions of the vectors are same, those vectors are known as like vectors. Now let's see what happens when we multiply with a negative number less than -1. In this case, let's multiply a vector AB with a real number -2. What does that mean? Now we get a new vector. This vector has the direction opposite to the direction of AB because of this negative sign, and its magnitude is 2 times the magnitude of AB. These type of vectors are known as unlike vectors. As we saw in previous case, if the magnitude of AB and DC is also same, then the direction of these two vectors are opposite to each other and magnitude are same, we can say these vectors are negative to each other. So here is the summary of today's session. A vector has magnitude, direction, represented by a bold letter or a letter with arrow on its head. Its magnitude is represented by modulus of a vector and its direction by a unit vector in its direction. Two vectors are equal when they have equal magnitude and same direction. When you multiply a vector with -1, you will get an equal and opposite vector. A vector magnitude is changed on multiplying by a positive real number, and its direction is reversed or in opposite direction when multiplied with a negative real number. In our next session, we will learn about the addition and subtraction of vectors by graphical methods. I hope you would have enjoyed the session. If you think you have learned something new today, then please click like button and put your comments in comment box. Subscribe us for similar type of conceptual videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.